illustrious mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause, please, if you will, for the Honorable Joe Lombardo.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. On behalf of the Borough Council, I would like to tell you how proud we are of the Clifton Heights Boys Club. Our youth organizations are the backbone of our community. And I think tonight shows that. We have over 300 people here tonight for the banquet, which is truly amazing. Absolutely. So, you guys don't want to hear me talk, right? I'm just some old guy that you don't know, whatever. So, I'll keep it very brief. Again, I want to thank you. I want to thank the coaches and the parents. You know, as was mentioned in the beginning, that this organization is thriving. It's very obvious that this organization is thriving by looking at the crowd of people here tonight, and that's what myself and Borough Council and the community of Clifton Heights is fighting for, you guys, with the fields. I promise you that we are doing everything in our power to do whatever we can to keep those fields in Clifton Heights for the youth of our community. We are using every resource in our power, and we are giving them the fight of their life. I don't think they expected to get the resistance that they're getting, but obviously they don't know Clifton Heights. So again, thank you for having me. On behalf of Borough Council, we have Councilman Fred Rich here. I don't know where he's at. He probably went to the bathroom. Oh, there we go. On behalf of Borough Council and myself, again, thank you so much for the kids. Listen to your coaches. Pay attention to your coaches. I was you when I was this big, 50 years ago, something like that. And look at me now. I'm the mayor of Clifton Heights. So, listen to your coaches. You might think it's stupid what they're telling you and asking you to do, but you'll realize when you get older that it was a truly important life lesson that you will never forget is invaluable. It's invaluable. So, again, thank you, and enjoy the banquet.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Mayor Joe Lombardo is here for. Okay, let's keep it moving along. So next up, the engine that runs it, the glue that holds it together, and the man who makes it fun. Let's hear it. Let's hear it loud. Varsity president of the Heights Boys Club, Goetz.
Can everybody hear me? Everybody can hear me? Yeah. All right, here we go. I'll try to make this short. I want to thank everybody for attending this banquet this year. I want to thank our board members, our sponsors, the mayor, council, and a huge thank you to the parents who chose Clifton Heights Boys Club for your daughter and son to participate in. We'd like to thank all our special guests tonight that mean so much to our club, especially two guests tonight that will be receiving awards. Please pay close attention to these awards tonight for Kevin Kerwood and Chris Hermely. Remember, guys, not about what you do on the football field, it's what you do in the classroom also. So you can remember that. One of these awards tonight that's up on this table is an award that's given out, a scholarship that's given out since 2010. This started in the Bert Bell. Chris Hermely was the first to receive it out of the Clifton Heights Boys Club since its induction, and I'd like to congratulate Chris Hermely for this. Bert Bell gave this to him. He received a $1,000 scholarship from the Bert Bell. Finally, I'd like to get this thing started. Thank you to Mike Pitt, the voice of Clifton. We don't do it without you, trust me. And a huge thank you to Tommy Doc and Quan Ta for doing what they do tirelessly during the year, doing everything for our kids. So you can see the videos, take the pictures, he does everything. Trust me, these guys are awesome. Finally, guys, you know these guys put these videos up on the screen. I'm asking your children not to run around this place. Watch up here on the videos. Do not run through the bathrooms. Do not run through the hallways. This is Andy's house. It's not your house. What you do at your house is your business. What we do here is our business. Enjoy the night. Thank you very much.
Quan and Tommy, is Tommy in here?
He's somewhere.
Quan and Tommy, come on up here. I don't know how I got stuck doing this. I was supposed to be handing out the bags. Steve brought Quan on a couple of years ago, and it's history. He's done a phenomenal job for this club. He's put this club on the map, you want to say. But what he does with a camera blows my mind. And he does it because of the kids. He does an awesome job. Tommy came on with him, does an awesome job on the field. So from the club, Quan and Tommy, we want to give you this. You get a jersey on behalf of the Clifton Heights Boys Club for everything you guys do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next up on the agenda, we've got a prestigious award that's presented every year. So to present the Bert Bell Award, our amazing, one-of-a-kind, super talented audio, video, photography magician, Quan Ta.
I love his intros, man. I wish that was my alarm clock every morning. All right, before we get into anything, we're gonna have a moment of silence for Jim Daley. He passed away in this off season. I'll be quiet. It's gonna be 11 seconds because he died on July 11th. And then keep your eyes on the screen because it's gonna go into a little short video.
All the memories, and the memories bring back you. Memories bring back you.
See this big trophy right here? It's the Bert Bell Sportsmanship Trophy.
And to be honest with you, we may never see this trophy again. And that's okay. Even though we may never see this trophy again, we'll never stop pursuing excellence and pursuing making a difference in these kids' lives. And that's why we're doing it.
Give it up for Clifton, the board members. I'd like to call up Vinny Zampitella.
So I'm gonna be quick. Just talk about the award and a little bit what it means to this organization. I honestly think out of any award that we could get, this award to me and I think to the rest of the board means more than any other award you can get. It speaks volume for what not only the players, the cheerleaders, the coaches, every volunteer, the parents, the fans, everybody. It just speaks volumes that everybody is doing the best possible things they can do for the kids, for the organization. And this is just a really, really good award to win, and it just speaks volumes for this organization and what everybody here, everybody shows up on every Saturday, what they do for this club. So thank you to everybody, the kids, parents, fans, coaches, volunteers, board members. Thank you.
Okay, folks, moving on. We're going to move on to the rookie league. Okay, the rookie team. It's a fairly new but vitally important part of the football program. Now, our awesome flag football program gives the kids the enthusiasm for the sport that is so important. But the rookie team teaches the next generation of football players the fundamentals and sportsmanship necessary to mold the raw talent that is so crucial in their development so that they may be safe and successful at the next level. So without further ado, I give you the head coach of the rookie team, Chris Barnes.
Yo, bless
few people. All right, I want to thank the executive board and the board of directors for another awesome season. I want to thank all the volunteers, people in the snack bar, for making Saturday a great experience. I want to thank my team mom, all right, my awesome wife who deals with me throughout football season. The other team moms, Deb and Teresa, thank you guys for all your help. I want to thank all the parents, getting the kids to practice on time, getting them ready, making sure they're there, driving an hour and a half for an hour game. It really means a lot to the entire organization, the support you guys give. I want to thank my assistant coaches. Matt McGowan's not here. Stephen Goetz. Stephen is an Upper Darby football player. You know, he goes to school, he practices with Upper Darby, he works out, he gets his homework done most of the time, and then he comes right up to the field at 6 o'clock without even eating dinner. So I want to thank him and Coach Ant. I want to thank Quan and Tommy for this. You know, it's a little piece of a memory that these guys will be able to watch for the rest of their lives. So, you know, to be able to capture that and include everybody into this is that's something special right there. I do know Saul and his staff, they have the microphone from 8:30 to 9:30 today. So I do want to kind of make it quick for you guys. So I'm going to call our players up. Come up here, get your trophy that you guys deserve. I say it every year, this is not a participation trophy. All right, this is not something you get because you sign up. You know, I said it in the movie. 25 kids out of the entire zip code showed up to play football. You know, out of all the 7-year-olds, only 25 were able to show up every day, put on the pads every day, practice every day, show up on Saturdays. Not every 7-year-old's doing that. This is not something you get because you signed up. It's something you get because you guys put the work in, and it's something that you guys should be proud of. So when I call your name, come on up. Deuce Bonaparte, Jamison O'Neill, Dion Waldron, Pop Elmine, Colton Cassidy, Cash Vaughn, Liam McGrory, Joey Dougherty, Jalen Smith, Gabe Mancini Davis, Kevin Slattery, Joey Cannon, Brody Barnes, Weston Barnes, Matt Andrews, Cameron Forbes,
Not here.
Lucas Rowe,
Not here.
James Payne, Sean Senkow, Navion Newman, Anthony Zampitella, Sean Thomas, Caleb Rafter, Jack Battersby, and BJ Weston. Your 2019 rookie team. BJ, you go. Matt Andrews. Brody. Jay. Davion.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the next generation of the Clifton Heights Boys Club. That's your future local football stars. You could have been looking at the next Kevin Kerwood right there. Just walked out there and got his trophy. So there you have it. And you know what? Let me also say, it's comforting to know that the next generation of Clifton football players are in the hands of a guy like Chris Barnes, who's been around the boys club literally his entire life. Coach, player, family, around the boys club. Going to teach these guys the right way. Play the game, the old school Clifton Heights Boys Club way. They are in good hands. Okay, so next up, we're going to move on to the JV sophomore team. And their head coach, Phil Giorgio, JV sophomore head coach.
All these kids were asking for a song, so you better sing it loud.
And after practice yesterday, we talked about it. I need 100% effort out of you boys. This is our house. Nobody comes in our house and punches us in the mouth. 100%. All game. All game. Let's go. Let's go. Clifton on three. Clifton on three.
1, 2, 3. Put it out the coupe at the lot. Told him 12 swat. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole field. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. So got the cash out. Told them wipe but no. Say slash slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where I was at back, where the stash at. President candidate. I done put 100 bands on Zimmerman. I been moving real gangster, so that's why she pick a crit. Shawty call me Crisco, cause I pop my got it out the mud. There's nothing you can tell me. Yeah, when I had a job, South Street wealthy. Yeah, I had the coupe at the lot. Told him 12 swat. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole field. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like the 80s. So, got the cash out. Told them wipe but no. Say slash slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where?
I want to make it short. I want to thank the parents. I want to thank my coaching staff. I want to thank Frank and Steve for letting me coach. And Vinny. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next year.
When I call your name, come on and get your trophy. Mike Clark, Jace Thomas, Cameron White, Chase Dadich, Gabriel Weeks, Sean Corona, Justin Morey, John Dahl, Sean Grime, Johnny Berger, Michael Beals, Chase Bowman, Jackson Harper, Joshua Fredericks, Chris Jurgensen, Nolan Reaver, James Larrabee, Liam Gainley, Corbin Palmer, Dante Stubbs.
sophomore JV team. Big hand for those guys. Did a great job. Okay, moving right along. Our JV junior team, led by head coach Sean Fullerton.
keep it short. Usually doesn't happen when I start talking, so just tell me I'm out of time. Kick me off. So first off, this was my first year as a head coach up here. I've been up here about 8 seasons, but this was my first year as a head coach. So wanted to thank the board of directors, Steve Goetz, Saul Bradley, Frank Zam, Vinny Zam, you guys for giving me the opportunity to head coach a team. It was an awesome experience, and it was couldn't ask for a better team for my first year head coaching. So want to definitely thank my assistant coaches. Definitely could not do this without them. Steve Cannon, Matt Palmer, Ed Lugo, and Rocco Chidoni. Rocco's not here tonight. So we tried to create something special for the kids. We tried to create a family atmosphere for them. You know, I think, as Coach said, I think we did a pretty good job with that. We came out of the gate firing. We won, including the first 2 preseason games, we won 4 in a row. Hit the skids a little bit, but you know what? These kids gave it all every single day, every single time they went on the field. Definitely not the easiest coaching staff to play for. So, you know, they gave us their all every single day they went out. You know, and like I said, it was a great group to have. Definitely couldn't be more proud. One thing we didn't have this year, and what makes me most proud of this team, is we didn't have egos. We didn't have, you know, fighting. We didn't have kids that were, pushing each other, putting each other down. Everybody had each other's back, and that just reiterated that family atmosphere we were trying to create, which, starts at the top here with Clifton. They always make you feel like it's family here, so. Want to thank all of the coaches, not just on our staff, but the other coaches up there. Coach Frank's team, we scrimmaged them a lot, so definitely thank you for that. We had a great group of parents, great group of team moms, snack bar, milk, chain crew, water boys, lead reps, board of directors, everybody that has a hand in this, because it's a big organization of people to make this happen and turn these kids into young men. So we'll bring them up here. I'll call your name. I know not everybody's here, but when you hear your name, come on up. Nico Chidoni, Nick Borelli, Dylan Wetling, JJ Dalla, RJ Fullerton, Luke Senkow, Johnny Larrabee, David Cornett, Jeff McDevitt, Chase State, Frankie Zampitella, Elijah Floyd, Tim Daley, Ayden Nolan, Ryan Johnson, Vinny Petricuri, Kane Warren, Billy Mehok, Eric Deal. Alright, that's us. We recruit 2019 Junior JV, Clifton Rams.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the 2019 Junior JV team. I had the pleasure of announcing their games this year. That was an exciting team. Fun to watch. They competed every week. And see good things in the future for that group. So, okay, so we're all here. It's time to get into the varsity teams. First up, sophomore varsity team, led by head coach Frank Zampitella.
we gave Quan and Tommy their stuff. They do an awesome job. Chris Barnes, great job with the rookies. It makes it easier for me now, since you have to battle the helmets and not me. Saves me about a week and a half. You know, it's funny, last year I stood here and we won the division. It was all hoopla. This year we turned around and it was a rebuilding year. We didn't have such a good year. Record-wise, we finished 2-6. Yo.
Good guy.
I can stand up there all night. The thing is, in case you guys haven't figured it out yet, I don't know what everybody else does in the water. We're the smallest club in this league. Every weekend we line up to play and we're playing giants. But one thing I gotta say about this team, we were young, the rebuilding year. You guys gave everything you had. One thing I always say, some people will disagree with me, but I'll take balls over talent anytime. Excuse my language. Okay? And for the team we had this year, you were young. A lot of you came up from Chris Barnes last year to us. He's played JV. Phil, nice job with the kids. Some of you played varsity, but it's totally different football. And the kids we had were learning the sport as we went. But every week he got a little intimidated by the size of the team. We finished 2-6. And it really stinks when you open up against Drexel Hill where that was loaded. And we didn't fare too well, so the heads got down. But every night you came to practice. Parents, that's on you, we appreciate that. But none of you gave up. And we kept battling and you kept learning. We didn't get blown out. We lost to 69th Street 7-6. We lost to Brandywine 7-0. We easily could have been 4-4 with a young team. But you guys kept fighting, and the most thing that made me proud, like I said, is had guts and balls. You gotta understand, as you go up, for your kids that move up, as long as you have that, you can't be intimidated by the size you're going up against. You're Clifton football players. Clifton football players back down from nobody. You get knocked down, you get back up and knock them down. I'm glad that he's all decided to stick around the whole year. It was a lot of fun, and I'm proud of you. Along with Coach Frank, Coach Tom, and Coach Jim. And we also lost the coach, which was said earlier, and Jim Daley, and half of you knew him as Elvis. Okay? You did a hell of a job. I'm going to call you and you can come on up. Josh Coates, Billy Gibson, Andy Light, Blaze Markakis, Stephen Pasquarella, Chris Petricuri, took me over a year to get that right, Kevin Rigby, Nick Rose, Jake Rogers, Carter Smith, Terrell Swinton, Mark Tracy, Liam Hogan Train, Jaden Wilson, and Lorenzo Zampitella. Thank you, boys. I had to stay up here. Since I'm second in charge, we're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to hand out the Paul Mascio Award right now. Look, guys, be quiet. For people that don't know what the award is, the Paul Mascio Award will be given when deserved to a member, past or present, who exemplifies the goals and standards of the Clifton Heights Boys Club. I've been doing this for 25 years and I'm still not good at this, so bear with me. This guy started with the club in 1990. His kids went through the club. He started out with the 95 JV and then went up to the 75 varsity team. Then in 1995, he went up to the 95 varsity team. Wait. There you go. Coach. He coached the 95 varsity team, was assistant coach, and then he took over the head coaching job when Jack Weber passed. And he coached that till 2016 when he stepped away from coaching for a couple of years. Played at Upper Darby. What it boils down to is he came back in 2019. He was a board member, still is a board member, was vice president, president, vice president, president, was league rep. One thing this guy does is he keeps the club together. He doesn't like it when I say it, but I'm going to say it since I have the mic. I call him the politician of Clifton Boys Club. What he does is phenomenal. Does a lot of leg work. What people don't understand, football season is 4 months. For the board members and the president of the club, it's year-round. He does a lot that people don't understand. We kill each other. We tell each other to go F yourself. I quit, he quits, but it's all about the kids. It's the reason why he's here. He referees the Powder Puff games. He became the snack bar bitch. Runs a real good snack bar. Look, the club's doing well. When you have a good board and you got a good leader, it makes it easier. And of course, anybody that sees our 4th of July parade, you can't wait to see what he's dressed as. He's really in the closet, just to let you know. I'm going to call Steve Goetz up here.
The mic is still on. Well, let me tell you what. Being president of the club, nothing will get past me. Being in meetings all the time. I know the 2 guys that were up for this award. It was me and Frankie Jr. And I just want to say, so many years go by, and I have a speech made up because it was between me and Frankie, and if Frankie won, he was going to come up with his speech, and I got my speech, and we all know what's going on. So many years go by, you don't want to forget those who touched your life and didn't leave your side. Gene and Dan Mundy, Bill and Lynn Amy, Joe and Andy Barbarian, Jeff and Marie Locker, Mike Hartso, Joe McKee, Saul Bradley, Frank Zampitella Sr., thank you, I love you all. To the coaches that so many years have passed by, one man that invited me up to start coaching, Mr. Madden, just recently passed away. Frank was saying my years that I've coached up here, so many years passed by, you don't want to forget the ones you coach with. 1990, Dave Burr, Steve Martin, head coach Billy Amy. 1991 to 95, Bob Barr, Joe DeBarberi, Joe Ferrigno, Bud Toll, Skip Barnes Sr., head coach Tom Richards. 1996 to 2001, Paul Shepard, James Salmon, Joe Mackley, Al Corby, Eric Brister, head coach Jack Weber. Then as head coach, man, a lot of guys left me. This is crazy. Like tonight, a lot of things go through my head. I don't want to miss out on people, and I don't want to forget anybody. And if I did, I'm sorry. Bill Amy, Matt McGowan, Skip Barnes Jr., Alex Mundy, Todd Riley, Chris Rossiter, Tom Rossiter, Billy Kerwood, Tom Shaw, John Townsend, Chris Green, Dan Oliveri, Frank Stamp Jr., Richie Bert, Al Safiri, Mike Miller, Andrew Curran, and I was the head coach for those years. And like Frank said, in 2017 and 18, I took some time off. I needed time off. I just didn't have the energy to coach again. And Saul and Frank, they convinced me to come back to coaching in 2019 with Vinny Zant, Brian Kennedy, Chris Boughman, and Frank Corona. And I'd like to thank all those countless players that we've coached. I love you all. And, all right, the club. Quan, can you put that picture up? I asked Quan earlier to put a picture up from the wall. The founding members of the club, that was up earlier when we were speaking. Here it is. These are the ones you want to thank. These are definitely the ones you want to thank. But the people with the passion, the most passion that I remember are Lynn Amy and Frank Sr. You should see the battles we have, the yelling we have. It just goes on and on. I'm always right. And then there was two other guys. They'll never forget this. And we have board meetings and people get upset when I get loud. Well, there's two guys, Andy Beezer-Zoli and Skip Barnes Sr. These two brought it to a different level. The best part about with these two is we came to fisticuffs. And it was very exciting, very exciting. But at the end of the day, we patched things up. And in fact, Skip Barnes Sr., Skip, can you stand up?
Yes.
Skip is one of the founding members that you see on this wall. I'll always remember Skip telling me that kids are not your friends, you're coaching them. And never forget these guys who started this club. I will never forget. And 5, before I move on to these names that I'm going to mention, I'd like to have a moment of silence, and I just told Bill Johnson about this. This guy is on my mind the last few months. This man has given so much time to his organization, and he just passed away in July. And I just want to tell my pal friends to never forget Bob Wassel. He did many years, he was my neighbor, and he'll never be forgotten. And I just want you guys, don't forget the name. Don't forget that name, the guys that given so many years, he passed away, passed along, and it's like, you don't forget the name, bring it up, always have something for him, in memory of him, his family, because you just, as you go through a club, 31 years, coming up on 31 years, it's a lot of time. And you just forget a lot of people, and when guys give that much time, just remember them. So finally, I would like to thank all these awards that we've given out, and we don't forget these people at the Boys Club. The Jim Barbicane Award, the Ray Gilbertowski Award, the Casale Award, the Jack Weber Award, and yes, the Paul Mascio Award. This award is not for me, it's not for Steve Goetz. It's to keep Paul Mascio and the sacrifices he made alive. Thank you to the family, Joe, Tom, Kathy, for keeping Paul's name alive. I'd like to thank my girlfriend for putting up with all my And finally, I would like to thank my children who suffered all the years that I went worrying about everybody else's kid, and you start to forget about your own kids. I'd like to thank Victoria and Stephen for putting up with my, and thank you so very much. I'm so honored. Thank
you. Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 Paul Mascio Award winner, Steve Goetz. Okay, next up on the list, We're moving on to the cheerleaders. Can't forget the cheerleaders. The football field wouldn't be what it is without the cheerleaders. So we're going to bring up head coach of rookie sophomore cheer, Kailyn George.
What's your first name? Liana. I'll remember, it just takes me a minute. Katie, come down here, babe. Right here. Are you guys in windows? So when you land your toe touch, this is how you're landing it. Everybody like that. This is how you land your toe touch. Everybody's like that. Let me say.
Clifton Rams, orange, black, and white.
Hi everybody. So my name's Kailyn. I'm new coaching the Pal Club, but little do you all know, I did start with the Pal Club, Boys Club, when I was just flag and went all the way up to seniors and then continued my cheer career through Upper Darby JV Varsity along here with Coach Laura. This is Coach Laura and Coach B. They're my assistants this season along with Coach Bridget, who is not here today. We had a interesting season. We started, it was the younger and the older, it was rookie, sophomore, so they combined it. So I had a little bit of every age group. I started with girls who couldn't do a front roll, lift a prep, didn't know what a shoulder sit was, and it was interesting. As the season went on, we taught them new skills, and they went out and killed their competition routine and hit everything and did everything that we taught them to do. I couldn't be more proud of them. So I'm going to call them up. I just wanted to actually thank also the Boys Club and Nicole Zampitella. Okay, all my girls, if you're here, you can just come up to the front and I'm going to call your name. You can come and get your trophy. Aubrey Aurora, Liana Atwood, Lily Wazora, Deja Bradley, Ashley Brown, Lauren Brown, Christina Ciambi, Amira Clark, Julia Comey, Catherine Corona, Devin Gaynor, Vinicia Jala, Shayla Jenkins, Ariel Kenny, Angelina Mancini Davis, Ryan Lynn O'Brien, Jocelyn Palmer, Esme Severinez, Adriana Smith, Marina Swag, Kali, Kailyn Zampitella, and that is my team for this year.
So, this is a scholarship. I think it's awesome how Clifton looks out for Clifton kids that played in their program. So these two guys in this video are recipients of the Casale Award.
My name is Kerwood. I'm a senior at Dougherty, and I've played Clifton ball since black.
My name is Hermely. I'm a senior at Dougherty High School. I played Clifton football since 5.
Let's go!
That Raiders game for sure. All day.
Probably like my first year here, Zampitella Senior picked me to be quarterback. I couldn't take the snap, the catch dropping out of my hands. So he zip tied my hands together for like a week straight, every practice to take snaps. So that helped out.
Yeah. Coach Frank, Coach Goetz, Coach Penguin, and Coach Skip.
Goetz, Skip, all the coaches, my unlimited year Huns, and Mondi, Coach Pete, Zampitellas. Every coach I had helped me.
I'm really grateful to get this award. It's really going to help me in the future in college. College is really expensive. I really appreciate this.
I really appreciate getting this award. I know it's going to help me out because college can be expensive. And helping both of us out, I'm sure it'll help a lot of kids down the road out. It's helped kids before us out, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
I would like to thank my parents for everything they've done for me. Driving me up to my games every day, to the practices. My dad always giving me them motivational speeches. My mom, my dad always being up here to support me, buying me all my equipment I needed. I really appreciate that. Ever since flag, these coaches have helped me, not just on the field, but even off the field. 4 years later, they're still finding a way to help me out for my future. These coaches really made me fall in love with the game. Every day they push me, hard work, sweat, tears, blood onto the game, and that really made me fall in love with it.
I thank my mom and dad for helping me get here, driving me up here every day for practice for 6-7 years. They really didn't get a break. It's probably more hard work for them than me going to practice, and just cart me all over for games, practices, helped me stay late, the coaches helping me. They were a big part of it. I don't know how old we were young, but the team we were both on, they took us up to the Lombardo game with Skip and his brother Chris coaching both Barnes and Quinny. And a lot of the Clifton coaches out there coaching. And we were under the Friday night lights on the sideline and got to watch the older kids. I think that's where a lot of us really fell in love with it and watched like the real game with the high schoolers, and that set us up to play there. Like that was our dream from there on to play over our high school.
5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember that day.
To the kids playing Clifton football, just take in every moment of it, every second, because every day I wake up, I say to myself, I'll do anything to come back and play for this program. I played quarterback here at Clifton, and I played quarterback in high school also, and the coaches here are the reason why.
He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's competed or mic.
Don't do it. Stay at Clifton, it's not the same. Better snack bar, better coaches, better teams you play, better atmosphere, better people, and it'll toughen you up. It'll turn you into a man. No nonsense. You're not getting babied here, and it'll help you in the long run. You might suck running hills, you're getting punished for coming to practice late. That's what you need. A lot of programs don't do that anymore, but Clifton stays true to that kind of stuff.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the day. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the day.
I watch that game at least like twice a month.
That's why I got so many views. It's all you.
My dad always gave me them motivational speeches. motivation. Shall we restart it from there?
You pour us out, and I'll try to be a part of it.
That was good.
Damn, I'm just killing you, man.
Yo, just be like this.
It was like, he had a cigarette right in my face when he was coming. So I don't know if I want to do that.
Nah, you can't say that. Nowadays.
I can see my mind, so.
No, that was
Here, so.
This Hermely Kevin program. Go up there.
First off, I would like to say that I'm very blessed to be the one receiving this award tonight. I'd like to thank Coach Frank, Coach Goetz, my dad, Coach Kerwood, Big Skip, and the Barnes brothers. You guys got me. You guys were the one that made me the player I am today. Making me run hills. If I'm late, run around the track. You guys made me strong, and I really appreciate that. Most importantly, I would like to thank my parents. You guys drove me to practice every day. After every practice, you'd have food on the table for me. You brought me my equipment, my cleats, and I couldn't thank you guys enough for that. Dad, I would like to thank you for being the role model you are. Always surrounding me with a football when I was younger, showing me your college videos, watching the NFL games with me. I couldn't thank you guys enough, and I love you guys so much. To the kids, just taking every moment of it, like I said on the video, because it goes by super fast, like super fast. Every day I wake up, I wish I could put that Rams helmet back on. And I would like to give a special shout out to Quan Ta and Tommy for filming my videos every game. And when I'm older, I'll be able to show my kids those films one day. So thank you guys so much.
I'd just like to thank, I'm thankful for the opportunity to receive this award. I'm incredibly honored. It means a lot. And next I'd just like to thank a few coaches. Frank Zampitella Sr., Frank Zampitella Jr., Kevin Kerwood, Steve Goetz, Big Skip Sr., Skip Barnes and Chris Barnes, both of whom continue to coach both of us through high school. Coach Huns and Alex Mundy. Those coaches meant a lot to me through my Clifton Heights career. And with the help of this scholarship, hopefully one day I'd like to help give back myself. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, two outstanding young men. I can't think of two guys that deserve those scholarships more than Chris and Kevin. Great role models for the kids playing today and in the future. So that's a one more hand for Kevin Kerwood. You guys are awesome. Okay, next up on the agenda, we got the Quan Ta Awards. That's the moment you all been waiting for. So to present the Quan Ta Awards, you guessed it, Quan Ta.
wanted to give these out because I watched all the film, and Steve said no because kids that didn't get it would feel some type of way. But then after he realized I watched the film from, not flag, but like rookie all the way up to seniors, when stuff sticks out, I want to let it be known. For example, and a lot of these awards aren't for like people like Tamir Johnson or Braylon Harris. It's not for you guys. Or Deshaun Bradley, because you guys have highlights. You guys have thousands of views on my YouTube. That's your award. This is for kids that I recognize on the sidelines or playing, that work hard. And this first guy, this is from last year. I said that, I forgot what I said last year. I said like, all your kids are cool. I don't have favorites, but this kid is my favorite. This is the Hype Man Award because he would be on the sidelines. He wouldn't even play. A couple years ago, he was like overweight, and you had to make weight, but he was too young or something like that. He couldn't play with his team. Mehok. When I'm editing the film, I turn into a fan. I'm like, damn, if there's a big hit, I would record it, send it to my boys. I'm like, yo, you see this? And I'm like, damn, that was crazy. So this award is called My Hitta, because, well, it's the song. Don't Google the song, you don't want to know what verse it is. So of course there's always going to be hits. I've seen Connor Myers lay kids out. Jason Dougherty lay kids out. But this stood out to me because the kid's a rookie. So I watched it again, I'm like, hold up. Dude just laid the kid out and started flexing. Like not flexing over the kid. He went back to the huddle and started flexing. I don't know who taught him that. I don't know if Chris Barnes taught him that, but yo, I was like, damn. The next is a leadership award. When I think of leaders, I think about Jason Kelsey. His speech at the Super Bowl got me to pay attention more to linemen because they don't get any love. So these guys led their team to the playoffs. So I talked to both their coaches. I talked to Coach Saul and Coach Steve. I said, yo, this guy sticks out to me. Can I give him an award? He was like, yeah. This guy practices hard, blah, blah, blah. And they would tell me his side. I'm like, dude, I see that. I don't see practices. I see it all on film. So the one kid, I only have film of the one kid when he was 8 years old. The other kid is new to Clifton. So I'm gonna play this video. This is when he was 8. Cerceo and Erickson. stay hydrated. And I was watching the film, and all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, Tommy, why'd you record this kid? And then I realized why he did it. Because this kid would carry water like 3 times his weight. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. So this is the hardest working water boy. So I got him a couple water bottles with his pictures on it.
Sprinkle me, man. 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 Sprinkle me, sprinkle me, man. Big timer, big timer. 40 water, 40 water. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, sprinkle me, man. That's what we do, man.
Boughman, what's up? Alright, this last video I'm gonna play, Steve told me to put together a bloopers video because, you know, stuff happens, you might get yelled at, but you can laugh at it later on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Quan Ta Awards. More entertaining than the Oscars. And got better ratings too, I'm told. So next up, we're back to the varsity teams. The varsity junior team, which I had a lot of fun announcing their games. A ton of talent on this team. It's one of those teams I hope these kids stay together. This group stays together. Hardware. We're going to be getting some hardware. Head coach, varsity junior team, Saul Bradley.
If I got up on a mistake, I run the race up with my queen, like running the nip. But I got rich on all these, so I did it for get back. I had to go through the script. I'm on the side of the baby, get up, sit back. You know me now, cause I got the big bread. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you want that. Yo, I'm gon' run and be some peace. I get it a real bad. Cause I'm winning and I can't do. Gotta know all that.
Start off by thanking the club and congratulating all the recipients of the different awards tonight. Y'all deserved it. Want to thank the parents for all year bringing the kids out to practice, the games, give the kids rides, just being there. I want to thank the team moms that did a bang-up job. It's one of the best years we had team mom this year. Regina Nigro and Angela Palmer, y'all did a heck of a job. Right now, I'm gonna bring up my coaching staff. I feel like I had one of the best coaching staffs around. Any one of the coaches on my coaching staff could be a head coach, but you know, every week we go to the war room and we put the best lessons together for the kids and put out the best product we can put out. So if I can bring on my head coach, coaches up right now, Andrew Curran, Crazy Andrew, Mad Mike, and the legend, Skip Barnes, Senior. Hey, Brock. Like I said, every week, man, we go to the war room and, you know, we sit there for hours, bang it out, yelling at each other, going back and forth, trying to put the best game plan we can put out there. And I love these guys, every last one of them. We're a brotherhood, and we get it done. You know, we had a pretty successful year this year. Started off a little tough, picked up some momentum through the middle of the year, and we finished real strong. You know, won our last couple games of the year to get into the playoffs, and we had an unofficial home playoff game at Upper Darby High School, which was really cool. And the kids balled out against Rose Tree and got that big win. Just real quick before I call y'all names and everything, all the kids coming back to us next year, you already know what it's hitting for. Looking y'all dead in your eyes, talking to you right now. You know what it's hitting for. Come ready to ball, come ready to work, because we got a lot of work to do. And y'all know what the goal is. So get it done. All the kids moving on. You're moving up to the seniors. No more rookies, sophomore, juniors. You're seniors. This is your last stop. Your last 2 years. Make it work. You got some really good coaches up there. Go up there and make it happen. Don't think because you're small, you can't get in there and get the job done. Like Coach Frank said, every Clifton kid got heart. Every Clifton kid got heart. Now take that heart to the next level and y'all bang it out. I'm gonna miss y'all. All right? I'm gonna miss y'all. A lot of y'all, I coached y'all for 3 or 4 years. I'm gonna miss y'all. Go to the seniors and get it popping. All right? We got James Johnson in the building. Big George. Josiah Flash Myers. Let's go, kid. Giovanni Parmesan Cheese. Come on, kid. Yes, that's right. I'm the nickname caller. Big Play Braylon Harris. Bills, killing me at the boy Bills. Man in Livingston. Where you at, man? Dylan Millertown. Let's go, kid. Sean Erickson. Where you at, Sean? My center. First year playing pad football in a long time, came out real big for us this year. Sean Big Man Hayes, where you at, kid? I also want to thank the parents because I got every last one of my kids out here tonight, and I never had all of my kids for a banquet. So again, shout out to the parents. Every kid is here. Makai Devon, where you at, Makai?
Deshaun quarterback Bradley, Tamir Johnson, Flash, Adam Boom Boom Boom, y'all know that name. Maddox Trim, Brendan Porter.
I really didn't feel like getting up.
Thank you for joining us tonight, kids. Craig Ball, where you at, Craig? Max Barnes, Mad Max, and Najee Wall. 2019 juniors. Let's go, man. Adam, where you at? Send us off, man. Alright, everybody go to Harvard.
Moving right along. Next up is the junior senior cheerleading. Nicole Zampitella, head coach, junior senior 2019 cheerleading.
I really need like it being spread. The seniors cheerleading theme is boom boom clap. Boom, boom, clap.
I heard.
It's the We Will Rock You theme. So.
That's pretty awesome.
Clap.
Yesterday I said
Boom,
page
boom,
first.
clap. Oh, people really like it that much, really?
Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, so I need like the fans, 3:35. The fans have got to rock the boom boom clap. Boom boom clap. They're not done. They're not done.
Don't be late. What are we doing, girls? Smile, breathe, and hit, right? What are we doing? You guys did awesome. You guys did awesome. Our side did so good. Did you see that? Because you got penalized for doing the illegal stuff that you didn't do illegally. So you will be getting a new trophy.
Team in red, senior or second place, Clifton Heights.
So stay involved in cheer. Don't like give up if something bad happens. You gotta keep your head up. It's just a quiz in life. You're not gonna get nowhere. So just, I say, stay into it, stay active, work hard, practice a lot. Listen to your coaches. Don't get an attitude back.
Yeah, I'm affected because it's fun, and you should do it because it's like, well, it'll be one of the best experiences you have.
It's homecoming, running the flower.
The football games, trials on my bank account. Making myself the day of cost. And now, coming in from Coco, everybody was just clapping and it's just
Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that, speed it up, now slow that down. Oh yeah, bust it, bust down, bust it, bust down. Oh yeah, bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that, break it down.
5, 6, 7,
Like I have a secret award. If you heard that speech that Bella gave, that was like one of the best speeches I heard from a 13-year-old to a little kid. So I got you something, Bella. This is another leadership award. I think Nicole did an awesome job.
a couple things, just as far as being like director to all the cheerleaders, they all do great, they all work hard, and they all seem to teach us as coaches and adults something that we don't know about them and about cheerleading. This squad here, though, I have to say, was probably one of my favorite squads, just for bringing back cheerleaders that aged out to help coach. And then the girls were just fun, and combined into two squads, you had young, which being the juniors with the seniors, they were able to equally teach each other. So, I really don't have a lot to say because I hate being up here. Can the junior, senior cheerleaders please come up?
First, I would like to say thank you to Nicole. Working with her was actually like one of the funnest things. Our different personalities kind of clashed together, so then we brought out the best in each other, and same thing with the girls. They were 10 and 14 years old. So their age difference kind of clashed a little bit because some of them were still in that immature stage, and some of them were in the mature stage, but they all had fun together. So when I call your name, please come up and get your trophy. Bella Atwood, Carolyn Mattersby, Michaela Boughman, Leanna Bradley, and then this one wants us to call her Bankroll Maya, Selena Marie Cannon, Desiree Shen, Savannah Corona, Mariah DeFrank, Kiliana Farina, Brianne Petici, Delaney Heckscher, Isabella Jennings, Kaylee Light, Autumn Nash, Shania Rigby, and Adriana Slavinsky.
senior cheerleaders. Okay. Varsity senior football team. Head coach, Steve Goetz. Senior team hits the varsity games off with a bang.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I had to keep it real from the jump. Living in my mama's house, we argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Boys tell stories about the men. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry. I can tell you points to the men. There ain't really much out here that's popping up without us. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me, give a f about you. Just as a reminder to myself. I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team. Yeah, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. No, we don't feel that. The fake friend, where your real friends at. We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same, I never change it. No, we don't feel that. The fake friend, where your real friends at. We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same through the money and the fame. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team. Yeah, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
We have entertained. My man Quan entertains, and that's why he was brought on. Big time. But I'll say this much, I don't like Chinese food. He knows that. But I love him. He likes cat.
Thank you. I'd like to bring up the coaches, assistant head coach Vinny Zamp, assistant coaches Brian Kennedy, Chris Boughman, and Frank Corona. Those three the last three I said. Vinny Zamp is my man, he's always been my man. Brian Kennedy, Chris Boughman, and Frank Corona. These three took a lot of heat from the parents the last 2 years before I came on this year. These three, I told them all year long, and I told them I was going to bring us up to Banquet, that I would love for all three of them to raise my kids because they care about your kids. It's not, people always talk about, oh, you got to win. They care about your kids. And that's what I want around my kids, good men. And these guys are good men, they're great parents, awesome parents. Starting the season, we had goals of reaching the playoffs. Well, we made the playoffs, but the first half we were 1-3. Second half, we were 2-2. The offensive coordinator was Vinny Zamp. The defensive coordinator was myself. We sucked. We really sucked. We sucked in the losses, I'll tell you that much. In our wins, the kids made us look like we knew what we were doing. But basically what stood out the most to me was from the first game of the season, a 39-2 loss to the Drexel Raiders. And then 8 weeks later, we had to face them in the playoffs. And leading up that week, all I kept hearing was our kids saying that, oh, Drexel said they don't care about us, we're weak, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Well, as coaches and players, we came together on that game. It's probably one of the best games we've had all year. And I watched coaches come together. I watched kids come together. Yes, we fell short, 33-21, but the score was 26-21 with 2 minutes remaining. They got an onside kick and ran it back. But I'll tell you what, the way these kids fought and battled and hearing another team talk on us, we came and played together. I want to thank all our players moving on to the high school. A special congrats to Connor Myers, who's receiving partial scholarship to Bonner. And everybody talks about going to CYO, and Chris Hermely talked about it. Don't worry about going to CYO, just stay in Clifton, stay with Quan Ta. He's my recruiter. He'll take videos of you and he'll move you along the way. At this time, I'd like to call Vinny Zampitella. Please hold your applause for the guys, the rest of you guys that are coming back. Well, hold your applause for everybody coming up tonight. But for the guys coming back, get ready to work your, because I was a little easy when I first came back this year. I'm going to be a little different next year. We are going to truly work our balls off. Good luck.
Xavier Payne, Juju Taylor, Chris Dormore, Tony Zampitella, Tyler Simmons, JT Senko, Martin Corona, Ayden Cerceo, Josh Simmons, Dominic Palmer, CJ Hassan, Tommy Wetling, Thomas Levinsky, Abdoulaye Beirute, Connor Myers, Jesse Jala, Phillip Giorgio, Jake Frederick, Steve Cannon, Damian Sent, Brett Johnson, Ayden Cohen, Nate O'Donnell, Javon Thomas, and Jason Dougherty.
This guy had 11 touchdowns, 1 interception return for 102 yards, 7 rushing, and 3 kick return touchdowns. His highlights are like 40 minutes long on my YouTube. Connor Myers, where you at?
Are you going to Bonner? Because they used to do
Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 Varsity Senior Team. Let's hear it for them guys. Great job. Okay, we're coming to the end of our itinerary here. And last but not least, Lions Club Award winner is presented to the board of directors votes on this. It's presented to the person that best represents the boys club, and this year's winner, Nicole Zampitella.
Is this it?
I'll tell you next year. Okay,
caught off guard. So I just want to say thank you. I like what I'm doing here. I really like the girls. I like doing everything. I like being part of the club. What I like most though is I like the atmosphere, and I like that we're bringing back how the club was when I went through it. And I feel like it's a close-knit family. And I love my dad and my brother who are waving to me. Steve, who helped me my first year in as director, I have to thank him because I was completely uncomfortable. And then my wife, who now backs me as a director. And then everybody else on the board that make the club what it is. So, thank you.
Let's hear for this year's Lions Club Award winner, Zampitella. Okay, we're going to do some raffle winners. We got all these prizes up here to give away. Before we go, I say this every year, I'll say it again. Sign up for football and cheerleading. Get your neighbors to sign up, your cousins, your nephews, your neighbors, nephews. Sign up for football and cheerleading. Don't forget. Sign up early. Sign up often. Sign up for football and cheerleading.